Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Elder Scrolls 1 Arena. Last time we went and found the first piece of the Staff of Chaos in Fang Lair, and I said that after resting here that off camera I was going to go and do some quests, and I was going to probably level up a little bit, and I did do that, some stuff off camera. The unfortunate thing is something happened that I didn't expect, which was there was a bit of a cutscene that I missed, and I was not recording, so I don't have it saved, so let me give you the rundown of what it was. Jagar Tharn basically came to us when we were resting and said, I know you're trying to reassemble the Staff of Chaos, and you will fail, and I'm going to send minions after you, and basically he's going to apparently continue to taunt us throughout the rest of the game. So that's what you guys missed. I did go and sell some stuff, and actually something I sold, I don't know what it was, but something I sold actually sold for a lot of money. So I have that much gold now, which you're looking at, it's probably going, that's not a lot. However, I was able to go and do a number of things. Also, I actually didn't go and level up. I'm still level 9 because I made so much gold that I feel confident enough now that I can probably still do stuff. So the things I did is I went, and if we go to my character and we go to my equipment, and we go all the way down, I now have 95 potions of healing. I have 85 restore power potions, and then I bought some more stuff like resist fire, resist cold, cure disease, reaction, stuff like that. The other thing I did was I went to the Mages Guild, and I went to go to the Spellmaker, and I made some spells. So we still have Fire Dart and Light Heal, Light, Shield, and Invisibility, which were we started out with Fire Dart and Light Heal from the beginning of the game, and then we bought a Light spell, a Shield spell, and an Invisibility spell from the Mages Guild, what was it, an episode or two ago? Well, I went and I made, through the Spellmaker, I made 3 spells. I made, not a Light Heal, but I made a Heal spell, and that gives us, it is caster only, so it's going to target me. It's going to cost 22 points to cast, and it's going to heal 5 points guaranteed, and then for every level of our character, it's going to heal 10 points. So right now, we're level 9. So right now this heal is going to heal 95 hit points. So basically it's going to heal us up to, I believe, full. Because I do not believe we're up anywhere near that. As far as health, we're at 51. So yeah, it will almost heal us, 2 times the amount. And then down here, I've got a fireball damage spell. And that is a 1-to-1 damage, so it's going to do 1 damage, but it costs a lot. It costs 126 points to cast, so it's going to be like probably half of my casting ability has to go into casting this, but it does 50 points for every level. So right now I'm level 9, so it would do 451 points of damage, so that's pretty much gonna one-shot, I think, everything in the game. And then the other spell I made, which was Major Shield, this one costs 111, and it's gonna give us a 20-point hit shield, and it's going to be an additional 40 points for every level, so that'd be 9 times 4, which is 380 points of extra shield. So like I said, I don't play magic characters that often in games. I'm typically more like a stealth assassin character, and I was really trying to push myself to do something I'm not comfortable with in this game, which was magic. I can say almost assuredly that magic is broken as hell in this game if I'm able to do 450 damage to everything. So now I'm going to start putting a lot of stuff into intelligence to get my spell points up. Yeah, so a lot more stuff is going to go into spell points, or into intelligence to increase spell points. So this episode, we are going to go on ahead and do the next mission, which was, if we go to our logbook, that was a side mission. That was, oh, apparently it does not have our mission, so let us try and remember. It was something of Shalador and something about a labyrinth and something about ice. So let's ask somebody. Hello. Where is the labyrinthian? You wouldn't be the first searching for that. Why don't you try somewhere in the cities of Skyrim? I heard something happened there. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and go to Skyrim, which is up here. Where do we want to go? Let's look at all the major towns. So there's Solitude. There is Snowhawk, which that's not... Is that in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim? It has to be either that or it's a renamed. What was over here in... What major city was over here in Skyrim? It's the one where... It's the one where you go when you're in Whiterun and you have that drinking contest with that guy, and then you're like sent over here afterwards. Is it Morthal? Is that what is over here? I believe it is. Falkreath. Falkreath's down here, right? Oh yeah, yeah. See, Falkrinth. Oh, okay, Falkrinth. I'm pretty sure it's Falkreath in Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. And then, oh, there's Riverwood. And then there's Whiterun. That would be Dawnstar. I don't know about you, but when I played Skyrim, every time I would go to Dawnstar, every single time, without a shadow of a doubt, if I fast traveled to Dawnstar, there would always be a dragon. Every single time, guaranteed. So I stopped actually going to Dawnstar, because after you kill about so many dragons, you're like, I don't want to see another dragon right now. Winterhold, Windhelm, and Riften. Okay. You know, I spent so much time in Whiterun in the other games. In the other game. Let's go to Whiterun and see what it looks like in Elder Scrolls Arena. You have arrived in the city-state of Whiterun in Skyrim Province. The date is Midas, 16th of Evening Star, in the year 3rd Era 389. It took 25 days to reach your goal. The heart of Skyrim, Whiterun bids you welcome. For travelers, we offer a place of rest. Oh wow, it is foggy, foggy, foggy. What time? It's 8:50 in the morning, so it is not night. And I swear... This is the foggiest. Oh my gosh, this is just pure fog. The one thing we do have to look forward to is that we are in Whiterun, is we will not have to deal with, oh, what's that NPC that everyone hates in Skyrim? It's Mr. Oh, do you get to the Cloud District very often? No, of course you don't. What am I saying? What is that guy's name? I can see his smug little face. It is Nazim. Thank God we will not run into Nazim. So I will, for the first time ever, actually get to enjoy an experience here in Solitude, or not Solitude, in Whiterun. There is a shop, so let me go on ahead and mark that as shop. And let us pull up a map, because I've noticed in the towns, Mages Guild all kind of look the same. So let me see if I can try and find a Mages Guild to mark on my map, because it's always nice to have those already marked out. I do not believe I know what a Mages Guild look like here. So excuse me, hi. Where is the Labyrinthian? Didn't someone unearth a clue in Winterhold? I'd try searching there. Someone in that city-state might have more information. Now, one of the things we've never clicked is this rumors panel. I want to click this rumors panel and see what actually happens. General and work. So work, I'm assuming, sends us on like radiant quests, but I wonder what the general rumor does. There's a physician of some sort in the wilds of Valenwood who found a cure for lycanthropy. Can you imagine? I didn't even know it was a problem. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's continue. My prophet says Somerset Isle is doomed to sink beneath the sea. He did not specify when, but it sounded like soon. Not that button. The general rumors button. I'll ask around. Okay. I think he's out of general knowledge. So they said Winterhold. Let's see, do you have any general rumors? This year's harvest looks great. There should be a lot celebrating. The prophet I see tells me Hammerfell will be decimated by plague early next year. Interesting. They say Morrowind is doomed to wither away from plague and pestilence this year or next. My opinion is good riddance. Wow. Rude. Yeah, and just repeated text. Okay, let us maybe talk to one more person just to kind of see what's going on. Hello. Not the where is button, the rumors button. You're probably asking the wrong person. Okay. He apparently. What about you? You have any rumors? There's probably something going on elsewhere in Skyrim, but not here in Whiterun. Okay. So it seems like the general rumors button might just be for like general lore based. There's an inn, so let me go ahead and mark it on the map. So the general rumors button seems like it could just be like adding a little bit of depth to the world as far as flavor text, basically. Unless there's maybe some kind of other quests hidden within it. So let's try and talk to one more person to get. That's 5 people. That's a nice kind of good number to stop at. Hello. Any rumors? There's a plague in Blackmore. Okay, yeah. Anything else? Well, I've been talking to this fellow at the Silver Sword south of here, and he was telling me he knows something about the location of the Staff of Magnus. Ooh! I don't know if he's telling the truth, but he had the nerve to ask for hundreds of gold pieces in return for the information. If I had the money, I think I'd take him up on it. At the Silver Sword south of here. Silver Sword south of here. Okay. Where is... I'm assuming that's an inn? Yeah. Where's the Silver Sword? Yeah, okay. Well, I was hoping you kind of just purely mark it on the map, and then rather just say it's south of here still. Like I said, there was a manual that came with these games that's told us a bunch of stuff that you're pretty much expected to read. And so I know that the Staff of Magnus is an artifact. So I don't know what the artifact does. I just know that there are artifacts in the game. I know Staff of Magnus is one of them. And hello, Mr. Preacher Man. Where is the Silver Sword? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It is behind this building I'm looking at. Okay. So, it is... Is it this? Yeah, we'll say this. And apparently it's somebody, and we're going to have to maybe pay them some gold. So, you know what? We're not going to do main quest. We're going to do this quest. We're going to do this, I guess, artifact quest, and we'll see what happens. I don't know how long this is going to take. This could be an episode. This could be 2 episodes. So, who do I talk to? You? Nope. What about you? I apparently don't know who to talk to. I'm up on the table. What about you? No? Is it just the bartender? It might just be the bartender that I have to talk to. I thought it was going to be a unique kind of NPC. Maybe it's the innkeeper. We'll talk to the innkeeper then. Hello, sir. Be quiet, high elf fool. The man next to you grabs your arm and speaks in a low, conspiratorial tone. There is a space in necromancers that made me go, what in the world is that word? What is an necromancer? No, there's just a really bad space in between the N and the E. The necromancers would not think about killing you just for mentioning the Staff of Magnus. Their most powerful mages are children compared to its power, and if they could possess it, surely they would rule Whiterun. I would be willing to tell you how to find the staff, but it will cost you 590 gold in return. Agree. Listen, I have a lot of gold, but I'm still gonna haggle with you. How about 500? Thank you for the gold. Now listen carefully. Just before the Sorcerer King Magnus died, he trusted the only map to the location of the Staff of Magnus to the Blades, a secret society of warriors. The Blades are in Skyrim, Elder-Scrolls-V Skyrim. So this is I guess, the first mention of the Blades. So that's a nice tie-in for lore. A society of warriors. I heard that one of their numbers sought the map that led to the staff's current location. He journeyed to a place called the Crypt of Tricerloro in the Elsewhere province, but never returned. I would never dare to go where a bladesman met his end, but somewhere in that dungeon is the map to the location of the Staff of Magnus. For the money you paid, you obviously think better of your chances. I wish you luck in your quest. I've inscribed its location onto your map of the continent. Good luck, High Elf. I wish you well. Before you reach the bar, a figure called Old Ingmari signals to you and speaks in a this is another quest. Okay, I need your help. I'm supposed to get a religious tome back to an agent of mine in the Order of the One Prophet. I don't have it by probably what's going to be tomorrow, because I think that's what all these quests are, is the next day. I will lose a good amount of deal of money. Unfortunately, I cannot get it to the religious tome myself. 162 gold. I'm going to decline. I'm going to go find I won't even consider it. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go ahead and do the Staff of Magnus quest. It seems like it's going to be, what I've noticed is there's a lot of do this location to find a map to the actual location of the thing, whatever it may be, and then go to do that dungeon. So I'm assuming there's going to be 2 dungeons for everything. If there are 8 pieces of the Staff of Chaos, that is 16 unique dungeons. And then there's going to be this artifact quest, and I don't know, we might do more artifact quests. I don't know. So at bare minimum, so we've done what? We've done Stone Keep and we've done Fang Lair, correct? Correct. So out of the 16 dungeons, we've done 2 of them, so that's 14 left. So this, I have a feeling this series is probably gonna run 30-ish, 40-ish episodes. Let us go on ahead and go to the Elsewhere province, because that's where we need to go, apparently. Elsewhere is down here. It's the land of the Khajiit. And we are going to the crypt of that place. It's going to take us 41 days to travel there, and let's travel. And let us go on ahead and bring out our blade and look around and do the smart thing and save down here. We'll call this Talon we'll call this Talon Artifact Quest. And we'll begin. So, I edited the last video, the Stone Keep one, and hello, Mr. Orcs. And that ended up being, I believe, an hour and like 4 minutes, all said and told. So that has confirmed something in my mind, which is the idea that a 30-minute episode is a complete and utter fallacy on my behalf and will never happen. And let us go on ahead and use light to kind of get some more light in here. Anyway, so with that being an hour and 4 minutes, and that's, again, I don't like having episodes that long. It just kind of sort of happened. When I was editing it, there was not really a good point to split the episode, really. So I said, we're not too far over. If it was any longer, we would have split the clip or the recording session, because of that's what we did for the episode 0, which is character creation, episode 1, because that ended up being like an hour and 30 minutes, and that one that felt a little long for me. Let us see. Let us go this. Let's go north. And I doubt that's an actual door. No. Okay, so let us immediately jump back over. Anyway, so what I was saying was the 30-minute idea is a complete fallacy on my behalf. It's not going to happen. This has now pretty much been confirmed in my mind. So look for episodes I'm going to try and aim for 45 minutes an episode, but they could go as long as an hour. Oh, hello, Mr. Skeleton. And let us go on ahead and cast heal. And he has nothing usable. So yeah, look for episodes to be about the 45-minute to an hour range. And, you know, is that probably the best thing for a new YouTube channel to do? To have a... before we start going in those doors, let's go and jump over that water. To have episodes that long? Probably not. But, you know, I think I made a mistake, because these are floating pillars. Uh-oh. Hello? Can I get up here? Oh, I can. Is that lootable, or is that just... Oh, no, that is lootable. Okay, awesome. Let us jump up here. Let us pull up our map, because I'm lost. And let's go this way. So yeah, look for episodes to probably be in the 45-minute to an hour range from here on out. And if you're watching this episode, which is episode 5 now, hello, Mr. Lizard Man. You're probably used to this, and you know, I want to talk, I guess, a little bit today about, I guess, just the general approach on video length from the gaming side and the influence Twitch has had as far as YouTube gaming's history on video length, just briefly, which is, as I pull up my map and we're going to go this way, when the YouTube gaming scene, which really, the first people to really do it, you can say with what I'm doing, which is completely live commentary, stream of consciousness talking, really started kind of, the ones I first noticed were in like 2008-ish, 2009-ish. And if you look at the video lengths from videos back then of Let's Plays, they ended up being 10 minutes in length. Like typically like 9 minutes 59 seconds was the average length. Maybe occasionally you would get, we made some progress, so let us save. You would see videos of the 15-minute length variety, but more often than not, they were 10 minutes in length. And then slowly and surely, as more and more people got into doing... Is that down? That looks like down. Down typically it has been progress for us, so let's go on ahead and go down. Why not? And then as more as the oh, hello, Mr. Spider. As the YouTube scene started to kind of for gaming explode really in the kind of like 2011 to 2014, 15 era, you started to see more and more length in the YouTube Let's Play series. They went from the average of about 10 minutes to the average of about, as I'm trying to stay up to date on my map, to about an average of 15 minutes. You would see a lot more, and then slowly over time we started to see that, you know, then the average has now kind of been, you know, anywhere from going from 15 minutes to 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and, you know, now if you look at what the average is for a typical Let's Play episode, it's going to be... Oh, hello, Mr. Orc. It's going to be, that has nothing usable, and a buckler. I'm not interested in that, and there's nothing here, so let me pull up the map and see where to go. I guess just back where we came. But the lengths have gotten longer and longer on average for the YouTube channels, and, you know, obviously the YouTubers that have done them have increased in length as well. However, these things are tough These things are tough. Okay, let us heal and let us continue on. And that zombie is no joke. Anyway, so but with the implementation of Twitch, and as big as Twitch has gotten, and the live streaming aspect, which eventually I would love to do, and I'm eventually planning on doing some stuff over on Twitch. And hello, sir. But you're seeing a lot more people go and just like upload the full VODs now that are anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, and you're starting to see those just be put on YouTube now. And you know, YouTube has gotten a lot better, I guess, over the years of tracking watch where you ended. So it's not as bad as it used to be, where, you know, if you watched a video for that was super long, you had to basically write down, where did I end off at? Because, you know, YouTube would sometimes get a little screwy and not, you know, either know where you saved or anything like that. But it's gotten better in that regard. So you're seeing more people just upload their VODs. And when you start having that, where, you know, the averages are anywhere from 3 hours to, let us go to the right and go that way, 3 to 5 hours. And did I check that? I believe I already did, yes. That's obviously going to influence the YouTube aspect of how people are choosing to upload in length of videos as well. And I'm kind of lost. Let us jump and then go. So jump and fall into a hole and go. Let us save. I hear a monster. I don't know what that monster is. Is this where we came? Or is this? Yeah, this is where we came. Okay. Oh, hello, Mr. Ghoul. Okay, hold on. Heal. Thank you. And that was... I don't know what happened, but apparently I think I might have hit the character sheet button by accident. Let us go ahead and use some store power potions, because we got them, so use them. And let's use a good amount. Let's go up to there and let us save the game. But anyway, when you have Twitch video lengths and live streams, which are now influencing the... Let us go ahead and use light, which are influencing the length of episodes for YouTube content. And again, the people I watch, which I think I talked about last episode, which are, you know, Northern Lion, Coat Carnage, and Doug. If you look at the Northern Lion and Doug way they do their YouTube channel, Northern Lion just cuts up his stream and... Oh god. Okay, it's out, and heal. And where? You? Man, he snuck up on me. 41 gold, fantastic. Ooh, a Dai Katana. Okay, what is a Dai Katana, and is it better than what we have? A Dai Katana, 3 to 21 damage, 7 to 21 damage. No, it does not. Okay. And let us heal. But Northern Lion takes his content and just cuts up from a stream, and their average is about, you know, 45 minutes to an hour. Doug does both, you know, edited content of that about same length, and then hello, Mr. Spider, and then also uploads his VODs, which can be, you know, anywhere from 2 to 5 hours. And then really Coat Carnage is the one who still does the traditional 30 minutes, but it's taking his VOD and pretty much going and it's just splitting it. So there's not really like a recap at the beginning. There's not really a let us down, left, and then go that way. Okay. So this direction. But so he still does 30 minutes, but if you know, so what I'm saying is the average of videos, when you look at YouTube gaming, so starting in 2008, really, it started at about 10 minutes on average per video, because that's what worked, because people would want to really sit for longer than 10 minutes. And nowadays, the average on it is probably at 30 minutes. But it feels like, oh, hello. The average feels like it's going to, over the last couple of years, has been increasing, and I really do believe that with what Twitch is doing, it's going to. I am lost. I'm going to go down this, and we're going to turn left and hope that there's something that direction. Okay, sorry, there was a little bit of lag on that behalf, and so that made me have to shut up and really concentrate on what was going on. I thought the game had glitched like it did an episode or two ago. Let us save and go down this direction, I believe is where I said I wanted to go. Yes, it is. But, okay. And then we're going to jump and then go this way. But anyway, I believe in the next year or two we're going to see the average of video length be closer to 35 minutes, 40, 45 minutes, and eventually to an hour. I think the impact Twitch and the live streaming aspect has had on the gaming, the willingness of people who watch video games to watch longer and longer content, is going to see the... Oh, is that... Okay, let us see. We're going to want to go down this direction, and then right, and then left, and then right. So right, left, right, left, right. So right, left, right, here. Fantastic. Next floor. I keep forgetting that you just walk through those and you don't have to click them. And hello. I need to show you guys the fireball spell that I built. So let us go on ahead and use some restore power potions, because it's going to decimate it when I do it. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about in this episode. But we'll talk about something else. I hear somebody shooting spells off at me. I heard something whiz past my head. But apparently I cannot find it, so we'll continue on. One of the things, you know, as we continue on with this series and do other series eventually, that we're going to run out of general broad topics to talk about, so we're going to have to get a little bit more specific. And so we've not really talked about anything that I would say dates the content as anything. We've kept it broad from really the beginning and kind of, oh, hello. So this is what the fireball does, and just is basically instant kill almost. Now let us heal. We found 22 gold and nothing else of importance, and pull up our map because I'm actually a little bit lost already. Let us go back this way, and there's doors apparently. This direction, and to the right there's a door. Oh, yep, okay, fantastic. Let us jump and find some loot. And there's 85 gold and a bunch of stuff. Can I wear... No, I can't wait. No, I can't wear steel. I have to wear chainmail. But anyway, what I was saying was that I don't like to talk about things that typically date content, but as we go further and further on, it's going to have to become more and more likely that we do. So let's go ahead and just rip the band-aid off and talk about some content that will date this episode. I was on Reddit earlier. If you don't know what Reddit is, it's a social media site that, oh, hello, Mr. Spider, that kind of goes and so I do think double hitting V twice does instantly heal you, because I keep, I think, doing that by accident and it's healing me. So if that is what happens, that's fantastic. Oh. Did you see what I just saw as I immediately try and save this game? Oh, hello. Oh, that, and there, goodbye. and you don't need you either. Anyway, Reddit is a place where you basically get a bunch of information from pretty much anything. If there's something you enjoy, there's probably a Reddit for it. And I was perusing the r/gaming Reddit, and I saw some stuff that was apparently a leak of the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which is being made by Rocksteady. If you don't know who Rocksteady is, it is the developers who made the... I thought this looked like a secret door. They are the developers who made the Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight games. Which I already stated earlier that in previous episodes that I thoroughly enjoyed those games. Even Batman Arkham Knight, who people said the Batmobile was a little bit much, and I do agree that it was a little bit much, the Tankmobile as some like to call it. But I saw what they were planning on doing with the new game they were coming out with, and I'm going to be honest, Rocksteady had built up such a amount of goodwill. Let's go ahead and use light. Amount of goodwill from me because of what I viewed as really good games that there was no question in my mind about getting Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. However, from what I've seen off of the one or two leaks that screenshots or rumors of what I've heard has unfortunately kind of altered my opinion on forward and then go this direction, has altered my opinion on getting the game immediately, to where I'm now of the opinion that I'm actually going to wait for reviews and most likely wait for was it here? Yes, here. Go down another floor, so we're now at what? Floor 4? Yep. Wow, that is that looks just like straight up, that looks like feces on the wall. That just looks like someone went and just smeared poop just all over the wall. That is not a pleasant color. Let us see, which direction do we want to go? Let us go left. If you don't know what to do, go left. That's the old rule. That is a room, and unless there's a hidden door in here, which there's not, we don't... Okay, that wasn't filled in yet. I'm like, is there a door that I'm missing there? No, there wasn't. But anyway, from what I saw, it's going to be more of a live service game and more of a loot shooter in the style of Destiny. Also, just to myself, editing note here, granted this part will be left in anyway because I'm not going to edit this part out, but editing note to me, make sure to put a spoiler warning for the people that don't know this, because I don't want to be that guy. But let us go down. But which really bummed me out, because that's not what I was looking for at all for a game. And again, you can't trust everything that leaks, but when you hear it from a bunch of... Oh, we're back to where I was. When you keep hearing it, there has to be some validity to it. So I've officially changed my stance on being truly excited for that game to being extremely hestant. Oh, I hit the load button instead of the save button. Okay. Well, that's the first time that's happened. So, I mean, good for me for... Man, like I said, they're not bad, but if they sneak up on you, they pack a punch. But the enjoyment that I was having for probably getting the game pretty much on launch, which I don't typically do a lot, you know, I can... Let me tell you about the last, I guess, few games I've gotten day one, which I really don't do anymore, and I actually don't recommend most people do. because the way in the state games release nowadays is unfortunate, especially when games are now costing, well, they were costing $60. They're now, looks like they're going to be increasing for the first time in many years to $70 on average. And that's a lot of money, even for people that, you know, work and have full-time jobs. That's a major commitment. Let us go down. So the last couple games that I actually got at launch, just you know, by a prayer that they work, hopefully, was Elden Ring, which I thoroughly enjoyed. If you've not played Elden Ring, I recommend it. It is part of the... I do not believe I can get to there from here. I can't. It's part of the Soulsborne series. From... what is the name of that? Bandai Namco, I believe. And from Software, really. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. From Software is the word I was looking for. And really fun game. I'm going to be honest, I picked it up day one. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got to the... Not after the boss after Margaret or Margaret the Fell Omen, the one where you're going through and the birds have swords on their feet, and that boss, the boss with the other boss cutscene, the one after that. I got to that boss, and then real life happened, and I stopped playing. And the Souls series is one of those where you kind of have to, you can't take a really long break with the same character. At least I can't. So I just said, okay, well, I'm not going to play it, and I'll come back to it. So that's on the... Let us go back, because that's not been mapped. So that's on the docket, is the Souls... Oh, hello, Mr. Orc. Is the Souls series. And again, I've played Elden Ring a little bit. I've played Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, a little bit. Never beat it. The only Souls game I've ever actually beaten in its entirety, and it's probably my greatest, like, pure gaming achievement, is Dark Souls 1 Prepare to Die edition. So this is back on the 360, before the remaster. And for anyone who's never played that original, let us go forward, right, and then left. Okay. Blighttown was a nightmare. It really was a nightmare, because you got about, I'm not even exaggerating, you got about 9 frames a second, and it was, hello, Mr. Orc. It's nice to see you again. How are you? It was a pain to get through. And the reason I say beating that game was probably my greatest and proudest gaming achievement is because it is I believe it is the first, it might be the second. It's the first or second game I ever 100%ed. And so that means every single solitary achievement. And to do that, let me go on ahead and heal, since I'm already at about half health. I would hate for something tragic to happen. And to get that, you need to beat the game, I believe it is 2.5 times to get everything. It's been a number of years since I planned out the achievement run that I did to play it. But is that where we're going, or is that... No, that's not where we're going. So that entire right section was meaningless. I am seeing that we are at 46 minutes on recording. And I don't know if there's going to be edits in... Oh, I hear somebody behind me, so let's first deal with you. And let us heal. 26 gold and nothing. I see we're at now 46, almost 47 minutes in at recording. And let us save here. And I'm sure there's probably going to be an edit. There might not be an edit, because I think I've actually done a pretty good job at talking some would say argue, some would say rambling incoherently, but I think I've done a pretty good job of just talking and keeping the action moving. So, assuming there is no edits, 47 minutes is a nice number for this episode. If there are edits, even if it's a short amount of edits, this is probably a good amount of time for an episode. So you know what? We're going to call this an episode. Right here, right now. On the next episode, we will cover, hopefully, the rest of this dungeon. And then that will lead us, hopefully, to continue on to the Staff of Magnus, which is an artifact quest. So, here we go with the shtick, people. If you've been watching this, you know what it is. If you're not, well, get ready for it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you would be so kind to hit the subscribe button, if you haven't already, it's going to help me out a whole lot. It'll help you out a whole lot because it'll tell you when a new episode of this comes out. The new episode of Elder Scrolls will be out every day for Arena, then Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and eventually ESO. We're not just a Elder Scrolls channel here. We're going to be doing other content. I don't know what that content is. I have a list, but we're going to eventually do it. I have a rough idea. I think I have an idea of maybe the series that's going to be accompanying this on the channel next, but I'm not 100% certain, so there'll be more details when that comes up. But yeah, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. It'll help me out a lot. It really, really will. And as far as questions I'm going to ask you guys, let us see. We talked about how I was really looking forward to a game, and how due to information that I had learned about what the game actually was going to be that did not meet the expectations that I had set out for it, had led to some hesitancy on my behalf to not get it day one and instead wait for more information to come and possibly even wait for a sale. So my question is this: has there ever been a game that you were really looking forward to that was disappointing, or that didn't live up to the hype or the expectations you had set for yourself? And yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's go down the comments and let's talk about that game. Again, try and keep it spoiler free in case maybe it's a game I haven't played and I want to play it. But yeah, that's the question for today. So on the next episode, we're going to finish out this dungeon, hopefully. And yeah, so thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.